let's move on to Watch This, Bitches. I saw a movie that was in 4K and on a disc. The first one that I've ever watched in my home. Because Mrs. Cheapy wouldn't let me watch
You finally got around to watching Sausage Party.
Mrs. Cheapy wouldn't let me watch Sausage Party. Well, she would. She just wouldn't watch it with me. We watched about 10 minutes of Sausage Party.
It's not very good, Sausage Party.
It's too many dick and vagina jokes. Like, you gotta...
Well, that's all it is.
I know. You gotta wait. You gotta build into that. You can't just start with the dick and the vagina jokes. Anyway, Blade Runner 2049. I did not want to spend 3 hours in a movie theater, so instead I decided to spend $30 on the 4K disc.
Did you get the Steelbook?
Nah.
one?
I
Oh,
don't give a shit about that.
I did, but I have not watched this yet because Gretchen hasn't seen the original yet.
It's not necessary, really, at all.
Okay.
It's, it might add some I guess it would add enjoyment but I don't know. I mean, I think that actually that the sequel is better than the original. They're both long movies, but the 2049, it moves a little quicker. But in full disclosure, I must tell you that we watched it over two nights. So
Of course you did.
we watched it because I'm old and
It's 3 hours.
it was 2 hours and 45 minutes. And, so it's not 3 hours. In the theater, it's 3 hours after you get through all the trailers and commercials and stuff. But we watched 1 hour one night, an hour and 10 minutes, I think, the first night, and the rest the second night. And it worked perfectly well. I don't think it detracted from the experience at all. In fact, I think it probably helped it, if any. But the director did an amazing job of making it feel like the first movie, I think. And for a movie to come out today, like a sequel so many years later, it's pretty hard to pull this off successfully. And I know that commercially it wasn't a success.
Which makes it just like the original.
Yeah, so I guess that's not a big shocker. But, I mean, Mrs. Cheapy liked it too. We both really liked it. We seem to like these movies about androids and humanity. Like, we've watched TV shows about that. We've seen movies about it. And it's always interesting to sort of think about that. And Blade Runner 2049 gives you more to think about. I found
Is
myself...
is that interesting to think about? Because I don't think I've ever thought about that.
I mean, you think about when you see, I don't know, I think it's, you're talking about, if robots have intelligence and do they have a right to not be slaves? That Beyond, what's not Beyond? Detroit, becoming, what's it called? Detroit Human something, right?
I have no idea.
I mean, there's a game I'm really interested in. I can't even.
We're talking about video games?
David Cage game.
Yeah. But I'm saying it's, it tackles that subject again, like using robots as slaves, humanity and whatever. Blade Runner 2049 just adds more to the my thoughts on the subject and did a really good job. And didn't put any jokes in it, didn't put any pop culture references, just took an 80s movie and made a very serious sequel to it. It's pretty amazing that they were able to do that. Hopefully they can do that with RoboCop.
They won't.
You heard they're making a true sequel.
I'm saying they won't be good.
It won't be good? They already made the not good RoboCop, I feel.
Then they'll make another not good RoboCop. It's going to be
they're going to continue.
They're going to make another not good RoboCop because there's no reason for it.
I mean, was there any reason to make a Blade Runner sequel? No. And most people probably thought it was a horrible idea, especially with Harrison Ford. No matter what you think about this, The Force Awakens, Harrison Ford wasn't very good in it, right? You would agree.
Well, he hates his job.
He didn't want to be in that. He is fantastic in Blade Runner.
Good for him.
And he's at the end of the movie. He doesn't have a huge part.
Don't spoil it.
It's not a spoiler. But he's
Spoiling
into it. You can see he's trying. He's trying hard and he's like a real actor.
I'm here for this movie.
He wanted to be in this movie.
Where are all the robots? Where are the robots at?
That's not a good Harrison Ford.
That's the best I got.
Horrible.
That's not bad.
Anyway, I highly recommend Blade Runner 2049. Watch it over 2 nights. If you're a lightweight,
I like origami and robots.
All right. He was good, man. I wasn't expecting him to be good after seeing him in Star Wars.
Is Edward James almost in it?
I don't think so.
Who cares?